Welcome back to my Super Mario Sunshine Any % tutorial series. In this video, I will teach you how to do early Yoshi-Go-Round. This skips episode 5 of Pinna Park, saving over a minute. During this tutorial, I will refer early Yoshi-Go-Round as a EYG. There are two main ways to do EYG, as well as an older method was done in episode 2. That method isn't used anymore, since using either episode 3 or 5 is much faster. EYG is also called 3YG or 5YG, depending on which episode it's performed in. In episode 3, the stus are smaller and faster, so it can be hard to deal with them for beginners. In episode 5, the stus are bigger and slower, making it easier, but it's about 15 seconds slower than in episode 3. EYG is one of the hardest, if not the hardest skip of the game, so the explanation is fairly technical. Before you start, you need to beat episode 4 in order to unlock Yoshi. You then have to go back to episode 3 or move on to episode 5. Once in the episode you've chosen, you need to hatch Yoshi with the banana, pineapple, papaya or coconut. In the description of this video, there is an image which shows the locations of each fruit, with there being 2 spawns for each. When spraying enemies with Yoshi, they will turn into platforms that behave differently depending on the color. Purple makes a moving platform that moves towards the direction the enemy was facing when you sprayed it. Pink also makes a moving platform, but it simply rises up. Orange doesn't move anywhere. Once you have hatched Yoshi, the first thing you need to do is eat a durian in order to turn purple. You then need to take either a papaya or a pineapple to the park entrance, since they will turn Yoshi orange, which is needed to enter the secret. Now that you have a purple Yoshi and either a papaya or a pineapple next to the entrance, you have to lure 2 stus over there as well. Once one of the stus has been lured to the edge of the brick pillar, you need to turn it into a platform, being careful to not spray the stu too soon. If the platform is too low, then you won't be able to clip. A good way to remember when to spray is to wait about 2 seconds before spraying it. Once the platform is in the right place, clip through the wall by using sidestep mode with Yoshi, which is done by pressing L and then holding right or left. After clipping, you should have the second stu still alive and close to you. Run towards the invisible barrier inside the park and make sure you are looking at the carousel. Ground pound while spraying to create a platform from the stu, then quickly go to the entrance of park to eat the fruit that turns Yoshi to orange. Then get onto the platform before it moves past the invisible barrier. Be careful to not touch park loading zone. I am playing on a Japanese version, so I had to get papaya to the entrance for Yoshi to eat. On a PAL or NTSCU versions, you are able to use fruit storage to make this easier. But when using that method, you need to be extremely careful not to press B too early. That was a long explanation, right? Now that I have explained it, let me show you how to do it. Now I'm gonna do an attempt of EYG in episode 5. Now I'll try my best to explain while I'm playing. Let's see what fruit Yoshi wants. Then I'll get purple Yoshi as well as pineapple. It can be hard to see what fruit Yoshi wants when you're in episode 5, so you have to get kinda close to Yoshi. This papaya over here is usually the one people use for the skip. And since I'm a Japanese person, I have to drop the papaya, the entrance from here, around there, just as long as it's around the entrance so you can eat it. And now I need purple Yoshi, so there's a durian. And now we have to lure these 2 stus, the entrance. They're very slow, as you can see. And you have to be really careful when you get them next to each other. What I always do in episode 3 is that I have one stool really far away like this, Then I have seconds to get to the entrance. Then I kill it through. I have to get the second stew with me. I cannot run any past from this point, so this is the dead end. And that's when I do the platform. Make an orange Yoshi, and I have successfully done EYG. Be careful when you are on this platform. You don't want to leave it. And always stay in front of this, because if it accidentally hits the carousel, it will disappear. And then you save yourself when you land on this as soon as possible. Then you just enter the secret. Okay, time to do 3YG. If you're doing 3YG, after Pinna Part 4, you're already gonna be in episode 5 selection, so you have to scroll right twice. Let's see what Yoshi wants. And this is really hard to explain while I'm playing. What I have to do exactly. Stus are really fast to deal with in episode 3. I always take this same papaya, like I got in episode 5. The fastest way is to get 2 stews right next to each other like this. Grab the papaya, throw it to the entrance, and get the stews with you to the entrance. I always have 1 stew there, so I will have a much more freedom to spray this stew anytime. I get this stew to run around, fly around like that, so it doesn't ground pound. And I did the exact same thing like in YYG. Lots of things happens in such a short time. You saw how to unlock Yoshi with coconut. I'll quickly show how to do it with the other 3 fruits. Be careful when you spam spray, because doing too much may result the fruit to go to the water. One thing to keep in mind is to never go over the basket, because the stew will disappear. There is like a small part of the out of bounds that makes the stew disappear. The stews disappeared because it went out of bounds. You really want to avoid that. If there's any questions you have, feel free to leave a comment and I will answer your questions. Thanks for watching.